Hello, my name is Nadine Touma. Welcome to my city, Beirut. Beirut, the city of night and day, of the Mediterranean Sea and the mountain, of the old history and the contemporary history, of love and hate, of war and peace, and of many other beautiful things that I hope we're going to discover together through my own eyes and my own likings. And I hope you'll enjoy it. So I think you guess where we are now. It's the Hippodrome of Beirut. I come here because I love the horses, and I've loved them since I was a child. And I come here because it's one of the rare, beautifully green areas we have in the city. So it's lovely for a walk, lovely to look at horses. I've never betted before. Maybe today might be the first time. My friends were telling me that you don't only bet on the horse, you also bet on the jockey. So I'm wondering which one it shall be. How are you?
You?
Great to see
You
you.
You are going to place a bet.
Okay.
Give him
The lowest, okay,
Yes,
that's
give
the
him.
lowest we can bet. هلا شيفي نعطيك 10,000 ما هيك؟ بدي على
Number one.
horse number one. And why did we choose number one?
Because of his good origins, and he is nice today. I like him.
Okay, so horse number one, it shall be. We might win. Really getting excited. Although this is my first time, so I'm worried about having hidden gambler feelings inside me that I'm exploring now in front of the camera and the world. So we'll see.
Wonderful.
No, there's another one. Okay, I guess I'm going to keep this as my souvenir. During the war, there was still horse racing going on? No. But immediately when the war stopped, the horse races came back on. Wow.
As soon as war stops, two months later, there was races.
Wow. So, you know, I've lost my first bet, but I think what the thought and the very almost emotional thought that comes to my mind being in this place is that during the Lebanese War, which lasted between 1975 and 1990, this area where we're at was divided into three areas between the East and West Beirut. And what I love about it now is that it's one. Now we are in the cultural part of Beirut, a part that means a lot to me. It's sometimes rare, but when you find it, it's wonderful. We are in an area called Saifi Village, or Le Quartier des Arts, in a space that's quite beautiful called Maqam. And it's a space for Lebanese modern art from the 20th century on. So really, in the absence of a museum, be it a modern art or contemporary art museum, when this place opened, which was not a very long time ago, it was really a haven for many of us. Wonderful show, Saleh. Really nice.
Thank you.
There's a drawing that really caught my attention by this woman artist I haven't heard of before.
Yes, Vera Yaramyan. Actually, you know, she's one of those pioneer women artists. For some reason, went into total oblivion. She didn't get the recognition she deserves. We're trying now to rediscover her drawings, her paintings, her sculptures. She worked in practically all material.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
When you speak of Lebanon, Beirut, you of course will talk about the food, because the food here is wonderful, colorful in many shapes and forms. Here we are at one of my favorite fish restaurants, and it's on the southern outskirts of the city. It's an area called Khaldi, which means eternal, and we are right by the seashore. It used to be a very important sea resort area before the war. It's picking up again, and what I love about it is that it's away from the city, so you can have a look at the city without necessarily being in it. So, of course, you first sit and enjoy this wonderful breeze and order a refreshing lemonade. And you order all the wonderful side dishes that you eat with your fish, which are mainly vegetarian, based on cilantro, tomato, lots of garlic, the sesame sauce, lemon, the salads, of course, which we're famous for, like the fattoush and the tabbouleh. And then you go in to order your fish. Here you have the smaller fish that usually goes for the fried, and the bigger fish that goes for the grilled. And of course the freshness comes from the eyes. العيون بيكونوا عم بيبروا. It's love at first sight with the fish, you know. I trust him enough to say that I will, you know, that you'd rely on him to choose the fish. He will make a mixture of some of the fried, because really each has a very distinct fish. Some of them come from sandy areas, some of them come from rocky areas, some of them from the deeper sea, some of them from the shore. And the grilled one, which they will open and marinate in olive oil, garlic, and lemon, and put on hot charcoal. It's actually okay to make sounds while you eat in Lebanon and in Beirut, so don't worry if you're humming or anything. This is the fried fish, so it's the variety of fish that we have. This is fried bread that's delicious with any of these sauces, so you can dip in it. And also, another thing not to feel bad about is literally to pick up the fish with your fingers. And I'm sure you're wondering, this is a lot of food for one person, but really, one, we wanted to show you the variety of fish and food that there is, and two, we are known for our generosity. It's like you have the whole summer in your plate. And I hope you come to this place and enjoy it as much as I do.
I DJ here, and this is my territory.
But it is behind the green door.
Hello, I'm Dijat, and I'm a big part of the Beirut nightlife. This is called Robert Mawad's museum. We're in the middle of downtown. It's really peaceful. It's very well taken care of. It's a private museum. It's a place to come and check out, especially that not a lot of people know about it, Lebanese or non-Lebanese. It was actually a house, and he transformed it into a museum. I've just recently discovered this museum, and I've been telling loads of people to come and check it out.
So this house was built in 1892. It was bought in the early 90s by Robert Muawad, the present owner, who is a well-known jeweler, and he decided to restore it and to turn it into a museum open to the public. And he added the library, a very old books library, and a collection of jewels. In this room, around this table, sat the fathers of the independence of Lebanon, who sketched and co-signed the first Lebanese flag.
We're going to see the second biggest diamond in the world.
My own likings, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Hello, my name is Nadine Touma. Welcome to my city, Beirut. Beirut, the city of night and day, of the Mediterranean Sea and the mountain, of the old history and the contemporary history, of love and hate, of war and peace, and of many other beautiful things that I hope we're going to discover together through my own eyes and my